Hello, I'm Gannon Friend, and I'm going to be reading The Hook-Handed Killer. Last summer, a girl who lives near here was getting ready to go out for the evening. She heard a strange report on the radio before she went out. The reporter said that a manic mass murder had escaped from the nearby prison. Watch out, they said, for a man with a hook for a hand. He was known to be crazy and dangerous, and the police asked everyone to help them if they see anything out of ordinary and to report it. The girl thought it was strange, but wasn't too worried. She was too excited about that evening ahead. Her boyfriend was coming to get her so that they could go out for a movie. A few minutes later, he pulled up in his car, and she bounded out for the front door to meet him to start their evening of fun. On the way to the movie theater, as they drove down a dark, twisted road, they heard a thump on the passenger side of the car, and then a rattle near the front tire. The girl and her boyfriend were startled. "I don't think that I hit anything," he said. "I wonder what that noise could have been." Boyfriend was worried that something was wrong with the car. He wanted to pull over to check things out, but the girl was worried that they were going to be late for the movie. She tried to talk him out of stopping. They started to argue. As he parked on the side of the road, she begged him to just keep driving. As they sat there, he was explaining that they'd only be a minute or two late. All of a sudden, they heard another thump on the side of the car. "That's strange," the boyfriend said. "We're not even moving." The girl began to feel nervous. She asked if they could go straight to the movie. She was scared of the strange noises on the dark, deserted road. Her boyfriend again said he'd just be a minute late, and as he started to get out of the car, they heard another thump and a long, screeching sound like the metal scraping on metal. The girl and her boyfriend looked at each other, and without a word, he put the car into drive and hit the gas. They made the rest of the drive to the movie theater in record time, sitting silently, waiting. When they got to the theater, the girl had started to feel a bit foolish for getting spooked over some silly noises. "I'm so sorry," said her boyfriend. "I don't know what I was so upset about." He forgave her, and they got out of the car laughing at their silly fight, until the girl closed her car door. One look, and she was frozen in fear, terrified, as she saw the long scrape on the passenger side, leading to a metal hand, still lodged. He forgave her, and they got out of the car laughing at their silly fight, until the girl closed her car door. She looked down at her door and was frozen in fear, terrified, as she saw the long scrape on the passenger side of the car, leading to a bloody metal hook still lodged in the door handle of the car. The girl ran straight inside and called the police. But after weeks of coming to the woods, they never found the hook-handed killer. They say he still wanders around these parts, and people have seen a man with a hook stalking through the woods late at night. This was a story by campfire.com, and it's called The Hook-Handed Killer, and that's where I got my story.